What's going on, guys? It's Ken Jackson, and welcome to another Fourth Dimension review. Today, we're going to be reviewing this 2017 Nissan Altima. This is the base model. As you can see, from this distance, I haven't showed you much of the car, obviously. Very slight adjustments Nissan made to this car. It looks a little bit more sleek, a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more attractive, most definitely. I didn't like the 2015. I wasn't really a fan of it, but let's hop right into this review and I can explain why. I'm gonna start this off right and nice. This is, like I said, a very sleek looking car, more aggressive. I like the redesign. Like I said, slight adjustments. This car did have a few adjustments to it. This specific car, at first there was halogen bulbs in here. Changed those out for LEDs. You have 16-inch hubcaps or rims. The rims are behind the hubcaps, obviously. Like I said, for the 2015, the car looked a little bit shorter. This one is slightly longer. This one is at, I think it was 192 overall length. Let's hop right into the trunk since I'm back here. Nissan, same old key fob they putting on their Infinities and every other Nissan. Trunk has, I believe it was 15.6 cubic foot of trunk space. This is a car that I borrowed from a friend. They'll let me review this. I'm very thankful for that. Has been winter, has been pretty cold. Down here in Texas, we using hay for our animals that we keep in the back, y'all. So this is what you see in the back. There's little strands of hay. Got to make sure the animals stay warm too. Tinted windows, 15.6 cubic foot of trunk space, 18-gallon tank, 192 overall length, 2.5 liter 4-cylinder engine making 179 horsepower at 6,000 RPM. A 177 pound-feet of torque at 4,000 RPM. One of my favorite designs about this Altima is the aggressive front end of it. No fog lights, but I really like how they shaped the headlights, basically. It's a very aggressive look. This is where they just started doing, they were getting into the whole V-motion grille. I'm not really a fan of that grille now. You know, where this trim comes all the way down here. It makes a big V. I'm not really a fan of that. The new Altima looks okay with it, but I don't want to see it on every single car. You're kind of getting into how Dodge was back then. You know, how every car had the same grille and all this other stuff. All the cars had the same grille, they had the same body shape, and it was like unattractive and uninspired. But this model of this Nissan Altima looks pretty good to me. I think you're getting about 27 to 29 in the city and about 38 to 39 on the highway and 32 combined MPG with an 18-gallon tank. This car does come with the remote start option. What you gotta do is press the lock button, press the circle at the top twice, and hold it for about 3 seconds. Starts right up. Nice and quiet engine. Like I said, CVT transmission. Nothing spectacular. Front wheel drive, nothing spectacular. Let me pop the engine. Let's check out the engine bay real quick. Here it is, that big meaty 4-cylinder engine. Ooh, look at that battery acid. Not acid, corrosion. That needs to be cleaned off. Anyway, there's that 4-cylinder engine. There's a bunch of airplanes flying by today. This is crazy. Really crazy. So back to the review. It's like the 8th plane that flew by today. Anyway, 4-cylinder engine, 179 horsepower at 6,000 RPM. Very clean burning. You're not getting much of a smell out of here. You know how a lot of cars are like pushing out a lot of sound. It's a pretty quiet engine. Clean burning, as in you sit this car in the garage let it warm up. It's not gonna funk up your garage. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Anyway, nothing special under the hood. I'm not a fan of engine covers, but luckily this one's easy to take off. I do like to see the mechanics and everything of the engine, but whatever. Let's get into the back seat real quick. One last look at this engine. Back seat of this 2017 Nissan Altima. One thing I want to point out real quick. I love the interior in this car. It feels nice. I like how this is stitched. I don't exactly know what it is, but I kind of like the pattern that they went with. And it feels nice. It's comfortable to sit in. You always got a lot of space in these Altimas, and that was a good thing. It's like for what you're getting, for the amount of money that you're paying, it's pretty good. The sad part is that nowadays with the CVT transmission, you have to get rid of these cars. Well, you don't have to get rid of them. You're gonna run into some problem once you reach around that 100,000 miles, or a little bit after that. And you don't, it's like they're good cars. They're good cars for what they're worth, and they were really good back in the day. But it's like, what are you doing, Nissan? What's going on with you? Look at this little bitty window in the back for you to view out of. Fairly nice size windows. I'm not sure if the windows in the back come all the way down. I don't remember. Here comes another plane. That's the 9th one. I've been counting. Let's talk about storage. Real quick, Nissan's always good on storage. I appreciate that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cup holder spots. There's a little section right here. You probably can't fit anything down here. It's right behind the cup holder though. Little storage spot right here. No AC vents in the back. No rear heated seats. 8 cup holder slots. I'm sorry. 2 on the armrest. No easy access to the trunk. How many speakers we getting back here? These are not Bose or anything. These are factory standard. Probably something they got from the flea market. 2 speakers in the back. 2 speakers on the side doors in the rear. 2 speakers in the front. And 2 tweeters up front. So normal setup for your family size sedan. 2 map pockets on each seat. Halogen or incandescent bulbs in the back. No LEDs. Map lights have LEDs up there though. I don't know if you can see that. Well, we'll talk about that when I get into the front. Let this 10th plane pass by. One thing I want to say is that I am not professional at reviewing these cars. I do know the simple things and a little bit above that, but I love to review these cars to hopefully help someone out that's looking for a car. Just looking for a car for themselves or for a gift or helping someone else get a car. I do know a little bit. Like I said, I worked on my own car before. I've learned things from my dad and my brother. I used to work in a mechanic shop helping my father and one of his friends work on cars. I used to go to the drag strip a lot. I look at a lot of car reviews. I look at a lot of things about cars just about every single day. And I learn things. I don't remember everything, but I love learning about cars. I love cars, and I want to review more cars. I don't expect to be a professional. I don't expect to have millions and millions of views or followers. I just want to do this because I do love doing this. I love cars, and I love experiencing new cars. These do have, let me get back into this review. I'm sorry about that. You do have the hooks back here, which obviously is a family sedan. This is the 11th plane coming by. Family sedan, so you should have the hooks back here for the child seats where you want to lock them in. Let's talk about headroom. Let's talk about headroom. Look at that headroom. Let me try and sit up straight all the way up straight. Lean back, lean forward, slouch back. Good headroom, right? Like I said, coat racks, suit racks, coat racks. coat hangers. Very nice interior. Airbags on the pillars. Everything's plastic back here. Soft touch right here. Plastic. Hard plastic. Soft touch up here where it's supposed to be. Nissan does a good job in most areas, but when it comes to designing the interior and the exterior of the cars, I think Nissan does a pretty okay job. I think they do a better job on designing their interiors than they do on designing their transmissions, which they don't design. Someone else designs them for them, which is bad. Anyway, I like the color matching up in here. Everybody's a fan of black. Black looks good on everything. This is more so of black and silver, black and gray, but it's how it's coordinated. Like I already mentioned, how the seats look. 12th plane coming by now. You can see this part right here. This is black. This is more so of a silver metallic look wrapping around it. We let this plane pass by. It's an attractive interior. You do have a kind of beige look up top, which is just fine. But when you get in the car, you don't really look at this stuff up here. You just like, whatever. The main thing you're looking at is what's on the sides, what's behind the dashboard. You're looking at all that other stuff. It's an attractive looking car outside and inside. I just wish they made these things a lot more reliable. As you know, as most Nissan Altima owners know, Nissan Rogue and Sentra, and probably further down, you've been getting things in the mail about your extended warranty for your Altima or Rogue or whatever else, or either returning your Altima and getting a $5,000 cash reward or something like that. I don't remember exactly what it was. I don't have an Altima. I didn't read it. I just remember skimming through the article. Anyway, let's hop into the front seat real quick. What's going on with all these planes, man? Oh my God, let's listen to how this door sounds. Pretty good insulation. Pretty good. Let's give it one more. Sounds pretty sturdy, right? It's not that hollow or anything like that. Hard slam. It's pretty good. Let's get into this real quick. Let me let the seat back some. Like I said, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cup holders, 8 speakers, storage pockets down here on both sides. These are hard touch plastic. Some of it is a little loose, a little hollow, I mean, but it's more like a pocket, so that's what I expect. One window is automatic, one touch up and down. That's the 15th plane that's about to come by. No heated mirrors, no heated seats in the front, no sunroof, obviously. These are the LED bulbs I was talking about. Pretty nice. They do the job at night. Map lights. Mirror looks pretty good. Pretty good sized mirror. I don't know why there's this one little light right here. I don't know why they didn't light up the whole thing. But you know, some of us got bigger heads than others. We need all the light we can get, you know? Soft touch up here in the right spots, like I said before. There's always soft touch in the right spots. Versus when I've been in some GM vehicles, especially the Camaro, that little go-kart, it was just plastic everywhere. I'm like, how am I supposed to get my McDonald's drink out the window on a hot sunny day? You got plastic up here burning my arm. I can't do that, man. Anyway, now I found something out. This little hole up here. Apparently this is the sun sensor or something like that. I have one in my Maxima. That's what helps the car. When you turn on your auto AC, apparently that helps the car determine how much
of the fan it should be blowing, if it should be cold, or if it should be warm, or if it should be hot. Now, this car does not have the automatic AC setting. It's usually just a button you press, and then it'll turn on. You'll be like, oh, I'm gonna turn the fan up all the way. Wait, it's not that hot. I'm gonna turn it down to the mid, and you need a little bit more cool. Like, what is this? Why do you have this if this car does not have this feature? Let me stop. Anyway, let's talk about some more storage. You have a cubby down here. Very nice cubby. My car doesn't have this. I'm pretty sad. My car also doesn't have an aux port. This car has a USB and aux port. 12-volt cigarette lighter adapter. Another 12-volt down here. There's a lot of stuff in here, I know. Don't worry. It's pretty deep. It's deep storage, just like the 2015 Altima. And it's a 2-tier, just like 2015. Still a fan of the seat designs? Yes. Nice leg room down here. 2-tier storage. I guess you can count it as 3-tier. You have a little cubby right here. It's very deep. All the Altimas have very deep glove box storage. You have another shelf up here. Very good storage space. Very good. I like that. Like I said, I like the combination that they use with the black and silver. I like how this is wrapped around, like how that is. It's very subtle silver. It's not too much. It's not everywhere. It's in the right spots. It's a really good job. I give y'all a little hand clap for that. What else we got up here? A lot of blank switches. We hate to see that. That means you don't have the fully loaded model. Fuse box, trunk open, switch, traction control, blank switches. I'm pretty sure one of these are the heated steering wheel. Can't think of what the other one might be. To start the car up, you gotta put your foot on the brake, press the start stop button, just like every other car. So let's start it up. $160 on the dash. Same infotainment screen that they used in the previous versions of the Altima. Screwed up a little bit. You can go through some settings on here. Same settings, actually. This car has 46,000 miles on it. Getting good MPG out of this thing, I'll tell you that. It's pretty much the same settings. Changing the body color, the vehicle settings, and setting alarms, seeing when you need maintenance, all that other stuff that you have. This is Bluetooth compatible. You can't use Bluetooth on the stereo. Obviously, it has aux, USB, so if you have a flash drive or hard drive and music on it, have yourself a nice day, whatever. iPod compatible, FM 1 and 2, and the AM. Tune folder. Like I said, there's a Bluetooth setting. I don't know how many phones you can pair up to this. It's probably about 4 or 5. Got your bass, treble, balance, fade, changing the brightness of the screen, contrast. There's a few settings you can go through. When we first got this car, or when I first seen this car, or whatever, it was pretty good. It was something like, dang, son, you got a nice little car there. You know, we have a 2015 Altima. It's not that nice, but this one's pretty nice. I don't know. I like this car though. I like the smooth feel of the Altimas that you get when you turning the steering wheel. My Maxima does not feel this smooth, and it's a Maxima. It's like my older Maxima felt better steering than the new one. Not that I don't like the new one. I love the new one. It's just, what's with the steering? Because this feels smooth. It's not electronic or anything like that. It doesn't, you still have all the sensitivity you get if you're in an older car. There's not a lot of play in the steering wheel. It feels stiff. It feels like you're controlling the car. The car isn't helping you steer like you get with the electronic steering. Back to the settings on this. I'm sorry, I be going on rants and stuff. You do get a backup camera. which came standard for, I think, 2017. Any car that was made in 2017 and after has to have a backup camera on it, some form of backup camera. This does not have predicted guidelines. You hear me turn the wheel. But it does, it works, it does its job. It's a small screen. It's probably about 5 inches, to be honest with you, but it does its job. The steering wheel is manual. There's no electronic. Where's the thing at? Adjust the steering wheel. Oh, here it is. It's manual, it's not electronic, no tilt and telescope stuff you would get on higher end models. AC controls, radio buttons. The speakers sound pretty good, to be honest with you. It sounds a lot better, a whole lot better than the previous years. It's not rattly, it's not too scratchy, it's not like you finna blow the speakers out. It sounds right, it sounds good at higher volumes, which you're gonna be doing when you're on the highway or something, you take a long trips. It sounds really good to me, in my opinion. Very good sounding engine. Right now, we need to hop into this test drive. By the way, very good interior in here. Like I said, it's plastic where it should be, and it's soft touch where it should be. All of this is plastic. This is more like it's not a touch screen, but this isn't something that it's just gonna crack easily, you know? Not that you need to be, not that we drive crazy or anything, but if something happens and something flies and hit this, it's not gonna immediately crack. Or it's not gonna leave any print like that. It's more so of, I can tell that this is a cover, and then there's a screen about a few centimeters behind that cover. That's what I'm looking at. I don't know if you can see on the edges right here. Anyway, FM, AM, iPod, aux, Bluetooth, CD, radio has everything, and you're getting good sounding speakers. Now, if you upload to the 3.5 liter V6, yeah, you have all the same stuff, and you have heated steering. Like, you'll be getting your money's worth. You'll still be dealing with the CVT transmission, but you'll be getting your money's worth for the size of the car and the features and the performance. We'll hop into this test drive real quick. We'll stop talking. So we got the 17th plane passing by now. I think I lost count. Anyway, try not to talk as much. Let me beat this guy out here. Let me go and get in front of you real quick. This will not be a long drive. A lot of shaking going on. I won't be doing no burnouts for every car that I review, because yeah, hold that RPM for whatever reason. I don't know why these Altimas do that, boy. Excuse me, sir. I won't be doing no burnouts or anything. Not that a front wheel drive car can do a burnout, especially if it doesn't have any mods on it. But the thing is not every car is built to be a performance type of car. The Maxima has a very good, somewhat performance-based engine. This Altima does not. The Jeep doesn't. Any other car that I reviewed doesn't. So go ahead and go. It's not like I can. It's not like I can really sit here and just burn rubber in every car or floor every car and just be like, God damn. I can see the camera just bouncing around, man. This is my favorite area to review cars. And this is the most quiet for me right now. Look at the horse seats. Oh my God, it's the most quiet for me right now. Look, it's a Maxima. This car, you are gonna get a lot of road noise. because there isn't any music playing. You're not on the phone and you're not playing any music, so of course you're gonna get all the road noise. But it's insulated pretty good. It's, like I already mentioned, the steering being pretty good, and your field of view is good too. You don't have things blocking the way. You know, you don't have a big A pillar or B pillar blocking your way. Your line of sight with everything is good. You can, any mirror you want to look at, you go ahead and look at. There's nothing like a extra small mirrors. They're standard size mirrors. There's nothing that's like too small for you to look out of, or anything that's just like really blocking your visibility. They made sure of that. I mean, that's something that you want to do when you're in this segment of cars. It's like, make everything easily accessible. Make everything like easy for your customers, you know? Nothing has to be overcomplicated or overly complicated or anything like that. You sit on them cars, bro? Was that that was either FRS or a GT86. Let me check this U-turn action. Let me get some of this U-turn action in. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice right there. Yep. The steering is good. The steering is good. And let me punch it real quick. Just holds the RPMs. And you do have a sport mode, and you do have an overdrive button, which is going to increase the RPMs and increase the reaction time of the engine, the transmission. It's going to make the car really jumpy. It's like that. When I first figured out this overdrive mode, I was like, what is this? What is this in this little car? Sport and overdrive it's not really much of a difference. It's not like you're gonna this is gonna run down the MPG though. Well, this is gonna take a little bit more gas, obviously. Very, very bumpy roads back here. Is there any glass on the street? No. Go ahead, sir. Hey, I know where I'm at. That's a very bad blind spot, I tell you what. I remember this school. Oh my God. Engine a little bit more noisier as well. Let's find a stopping point. Go ahead and find a stopping point right down here. Hey, this would be a good spot to record some cars too. A dead end where somebody can just rob me or something or kidnap me. But I say this because it's gonna be quiet back here. You buy a school, ain't nobody gonna be out here like that. I would hope not. Make this U-turn. I'm gonna start a POV video right now, actually, and I'm going to end this review. You know, I'm starting the POV video recordings to where I don't talk as much and I just show the vehicle, let you hear the sound of it and everything. So I was talking to this. We're gonna go ahead and end this review right here. I thank you guys. I love y'all for watching, man. I hope you guys follow your dreams, get the cars that you want, get the car that you want. Let's go ahead and start this POV video. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys like and subscribe this video. Like the video and subscribe to the channel. I will be trying to post more. It's just been really cold. That's like the 20th plane out here coming by. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys around.